Hello, I'm Chris Kapches, President of Chestnut Park Real Estate, and this is your August market report. In a kind of humorous way, I could say that August was kind of a boring month in terms of what happened in the Greater Toronto real estate market. Boring because what transpired was really expected, except for a couple of pieces of data that came out that sort of bucked the norm. But generally what we saw is an improvement this August compared to August of last year, both in terms of sales and in terms of average prices. Sales were up by about almost 9% compared to August of last year, and prices were up almost 5% compared to August of last year. And I think we've reached the point where we can say with some confidence now that the market has kind of normalized. And the chart that I'm about to show you, I think, demonstrates that those sharp oscillations that we saw starting at the beginning of last year and continuing through 2017 and into the early part of 2018 are now behind us. The various factors that have come to play, like the stress testing, increases in the mortgage interest rates, and of course the Fair Housing Plan measures have in my opinion, stabilize the market, and I think we're going to see a stable market going forward. I don't believe we'll see those wild price increases that we were seeing at the beginning of 2017. I think we'll see the kind of price increases that we saw in August. In fact, I think they'll be even more moderate. The reason why August of this year compared to August of last year was kind of dramatic is because August of last year, other than the holiday season in December and January, was the slowest month of the year. As we move into the latter part of 2018 and then into 2019, I suspect that you'll see price increases and sale increases on a year-over-year basis somewhere in the range of 2, 3 to maybe 5% range. Some good news in the results that we have for August is that we see the 905 region starting to pick up a little bit. It was severely impacted by the 50% foreign buyers tax. I guess that now has worked its way into the marketplace, and that marketplace is beginning to adjust. The only longer-term negative impact of that legislation is that it reduced average sale prices fairly dramatically in the 905. They are in some cases 15 to 20% lower than what we would see in the 416 region. The other thing that we're seeing is, as far as inventory goes, much higher inventory levels in the 905 than in the 416. And if you do look at the inventory levels in the 416, you'll see that they're relatively constrained. And as a result of that, good properties and desirable locations are still seeing multiple offers and fairly regularly. Going forward, as I said a few moments ago, I think what you'll see is a market consistent with what we saw in August through the remainder of 2018, moderate, deliberate, and I think the key word would be balanced. Average days on market for most properties will be under 30 days, which is still a good time period for properties to sell. But as I said, a more deliberate market, one in which there's some time for buyers to make decisions, except for those extraordinary properties, particularly in neighborhoods like Riverdale, Leslieville, and the Beach, and a few desirable neighborhoods in the West End. But otherwise, as I said, a much more balanced market where both buyers and sellers are sort of on an equal footing and can work their way through deals, negotiate, and ultimately come to prices that both are comfortable with. So until we get our September report, that's August.